Sarah had been looking for a place near campus cheap, quiet, and close enough so she wouldn't need to waste money on buses. When she found the old two-story house on Willow Street, it felt too good to be true. The landlord didn't say much, just handed her the key with a trembling hand and told her, "Don't touch the mirrors." Sarah thought it was an odd thing to say. Mirrors? Why mirrors? She forced a laugh, nodded, and carried her bag inside. The first thing she noticed was the silence, not the peaceful kind, but the kind that presses in thick and heavy, making every step echo too loudly. The hallway smelled faintly of damp wood and old dust, and the mirrors, every single one was covered. Thick black cloth nailed tightly across the frames, some edges stained with brown marks Sarah didn't want to think about. In the living room, the largest mirror stretched from floor to ceiling, but it too was hidden behind fabric so heavy it seemed to sag with its own weight. She shook her head, telling herself it was just some weird superstition. Probably the last owner was paranoid or deeply religious. It didn't matter. She needed the place, and it was cheap. But when night fell, the house changed. At midnight, Sarah lay awake on the couch, scrolling on her phone. The air felt colder, though she hadn't touched a thermostat. The house creaked, floorboards shifting like footsteps overhead. She told herself it was just settling. Every old house did that. Then she heard it, a sound she couldn't mistake. Breathing. It came from the hallway. Not fast, not panicked. Slow, steady, measured. Inhale, exhale. She froze, listening. Her eyes drifted toward the largest mirror, the one covered with the heavy cloth. The fabric was moving, not swaying like in a breeze, no pushing, like something behind the glass was pressing against it, trying to inhale air from her side of the world. Sarah's chest tightened. Her phone buzzed in her hands. A new notification. With trembling fingers, she unlocked it. It was a photo of her, standing in the hallway, taken from behind. She spun around, heart pounding so hard it hurt. The hallway was empty. Shadows stretched long across the floor, but no one was there. The cloth on the mirror swelled again, this time sharper, as if a face had pressed against it from the inside. And then a voice. It slid through the fabric like smoke. Dry, broken, but clear. "We remember you." Sarah's breath hitched. Her body screamed at her to run, but her feet stayed planted to the floor. The voice came again, louder this time, words rattling through the nails holding the cloth in place. "We watched you before. We will watch you again." Her hands shook violently. She grabbed her phone, shining the flashlight toward the mirror. For a second, the light caught something pale, fingertips pressing against the fabric from underneath. Long, thin, too many joints. The cloth trembled as if it were about to tear. Sarah bolted. She ran up the stairs, nearly tripping in her panic, and slammed herself into the bedroom. She locked the door, chest heaving, but the room didn't feel safe. Because the mirror on the dresser, the one she swore had been covered earlier, was now bare. The cloth that had once nailed it shut lay folded neatly on the floor. And in the glass, Sarah's reflection stared back at her. It was smiling, though she wasn't.